to the Breakpoint Tournament Expert Division weekend round, hole number 2. Here we're going to be setting up for a sniper rough bump. We're using a Kingmaker, APOC 5 plus, Sniper 9 plus. The adjustment is P3 plus 10% max, 4.5 top spin only, and you'll need to tweak the curl just a little bit for lower winds. I'll go over that in a second. So the starting position is at max extension, P3 max extension. APOC 5 and 6, you'll have 1/3 of the white ring in the rough on the right. APOC 7, you'll have the white ring touching the rough on the right. And APOC 8, you'll be 1/3 of a ring off the rough on the right. Release it, adjust P3 plus 10% max, 4.5 top spin only. Now, if you're using APOC 5, you'll need to add 0.2 left spin for winds under 8 miles an hour. For winds 8 plus miles an hour, add 0.3 left spin. And that's to make up for the lack of curl. If you're using APOC 6 plus, for winds below 8 miles an hour, take off 2 clicks of left curl. So it'll be full curl. Full left curl minus 2 clicks. And then for winds 8 plus mile an hour, play full left curl. We're looking for basically 400 plus on the drive. Pay attention to your drive yardage as we're using that for our slider on the approach shot. The approach plays as follows. The adjustment is P3 minus 15% at slider. We're going to have a base spin of 3.4 top spin, 1.1 right spin as a base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my base spin. I'm going to push up till my red ring is touching the fairway on the right and the ball guide is pointed kind of toward the hole. We're going to look for the little sticky spot. Should be able to kind of move slightly left and right, and you'll see it's just a little sticky. Not very much, but it's kind of like to the right edge. So when you start moving right, you'll see the ball guide stop going right a little bit. That's what I'm looking for. And then once I get to that spot with the red ring touching on the right, respin to have the ball guide going through the hole by about a half a cup. You're going to see in this replay that I just had like the tip of the ball guide just barely creeping through or touching the back of the cup. And I'm literally like an eighth of a roll from dropping in the cup here. Half of the ball is sitting over the cup. So just make sure that you're going just through the back of the cup, but you don't want to be going through the back of the cup by more than, say a half a cup or so. Because then you can get a speed roll, and we don't want that. But we definitely don't want the result like I got here, right? You see I can move it just a little bit, and the ball guide isn't moving. That's what I'm looking for. So I don't quite have, that looks like maybe a cup, so maybe just a hair a little bit longer than what I'm going through the hole there. Maybe about a cup and a click through the hole. You'll see here that everything is in line and perfect, with the exception of it comes up just a hair short. So literally that rolls another 1/16 of an inch, and it's got to drop in the hole, right? So I was really close. Just make sure you're going through the back of the cup, but you don't want to be going through too much. So half a square at most. Make sure you're just about a cup, maybe a little bit more than a cup through the hole, and you'll have a good chance at the drop here. The drive yardage to slider is as follows. 400 is 41 slider, 401 is 38, 402 is 35, 403 is 32%, 404 is 29, 405 26, 406 is 24. 407 is 21. 408 is 18. 409, 16. 410, 13. 411 is 11. 412 is 8% slider. 413 is 5% slider. 414 is 3% slider. What I'll tell you about going through the back of the cup is basically for the shorter rollouts, you need to be going further through the cup. So my drive there was 406, and I didn't quite have it going through the hole far enough. So if you get a longer drive, longer rollout on the drive, anything past 405, then you'll need to be going through the cup a little bit further, right? If you're closer to 400, 401, 402, then the offset that I played works well. I dropped that one a few times in practice. The difference between the drop and the coming up slightly short was that I had a little bit longer of a drive, so I was in a little less distance of my club, and the ball didn't roll out. The ball didn't roll out as far as it would if it was a longer shot. So keep that in mind. If your drives are, around 400 to 405, that about a half a cup through the hole is good. If your drives are 406 plus, then you need to be at least a cup to a cup and a half through the hole. Good luck. Hope you get the drop. We'll see you on the next hole.